Hey guys, it is reset time, and I just wanted to show exactly how I simply do my farm. So I'm not going to try and talk as much, um, or well, I guess I'll just show the steps, how quickly I go through it, and it's just a pattern. So this is the startup page. This is or as soon as you log in, this is one of my farms I accidentally forgot to send the troops out on when I do so many in a row and I'm doing something else. I forgot to send the troops on tiles, thinking I did. I don't know why. So we're training troops on this guy too. So here we go. I hit that. I get on here. I see where my troops were available. If I forget, I remember right now what I'm training. You can see my T4. I choose the T4 cavalry because I need less. Of course, you always go to your depot, get that done, get your chest, knock your flowers out of the way. I should probably turn off the sound effects. I was just on these earlier, so let me get the sound effects turned off. Um, so it's already on a tile. I always get to the donation. Donating is very important, especially in a farm alliance when there's not many people, because I make my own farm alliances. So, and you can see the flowers. I went ahead and I got my other chest. That's free resources every time. This is free stuff too. And talking, I'm taking longer. Um, it's not always exact same order. I don't always do the exact same order of things, but what I come across, sometimes depending on where I left the account off or what it offers. So anyway, you got the chest. I always try and take advantage of the free stuff. I do check the ship on this. I did on all my farms. I keep it on the green thing, which it is from my mains. Give it a shake. Check if my boost is there. You can see I got auto recall, very important on farms. So what I do for my Lord skills is I'll do my battle flag. That helps. Infantry is more important than cavalry for my style farms. You can do the cavalry if you're only a cavalry farm, but always get to the recall. Then you can see I don't do anything else. You want your load, your harvest. Once you get enough skill points, depends on, I have a high lord level, so I can do all the wood, all the food, down to all the stone and iron and the build speed, and now I'm doing the load increase, the second one, which helps a lot. Again, less troops that you need for the same thing. You can see I have all blue gear. It's all gather gear, except for, like this is March speed. This helps with recruiting and gives my HP. Same thing, March speed, but the best gather gear you can get at 15 is here. And you can gamble for purple. I do. This is the best belt you can get. It's the Archer Attack. It's only a level 10. There is no level 15 belt. So, I do, gamble for the purple. I'll get into that in another segment on how I do my gear. So, I've gone through that. I checked my mail. That's from me scouting myself. That's a March that returned. Like I said, I accidentally hit this account, so I'm not able to put so many marches out. Normally, I do 3. Like I said, here I'll show you. Right there, I just sent, one to finish off a tile, knowing I only had a few troops. I have 2 different alliances of my own, farm alliances, and I named them the same. You can see over here how it's white. That's not in the same alliance, but the tag looks the same. That's on the complete opposite side of the realm, but I keep all of them together so that my main, I can hit them all at once without having to port. This is a guy that quit. He sits there and sometimes opens up the rewards chest for me. So these are all my farms, and I have a system, of course you can only have 2 to 1 Google account paired, and I go through and I do them by pairs at a time. You can see this guy didn't hit. Normally they sit between 6 to 800,000 power, depending on if they're 16, 17. Like this was a farm. I just, kept building it up, and I've put it in APO, another alliance that is in this realm that I can assist in. But so I will go back to another farm to show further on exactly how I send my troops out, but that's kind of basically the general thing. I'll also jump in here, VIP, mine are already, as you can see, VIP 8, and this is all free. I don't spend any money. These are all gems that I've won. This is all just XP that I get either out of the ship or just from logins. Void, you can see. We do have Void in this realm, so emblem chests for free. So I open those up. I have all these, I open up my material chests. Plus, you saw earlier that I keep materials going over here always, and I'll alternate. I don't even really have a system. Oh, look, I can upgrade one. This one I didn't have. The important one is this one, the Faith Emblem. It's got the 4 farms. It's got the raise resource output. Also, this one adds to your army size limit and your recruitment time and your march speed. So all that can help with a farm. Angel one doesn't matter. Your healing speed can help. With my farms, I do use a march worth of infantry, archer, and mages as a defense. I set it up so that I can hide all of my troops. I hide all of my cavalry, and I have the 1 defensive march, and then I'll take them all and stick them in 1 or 2 castles, and that's how I pay every kill event. When they're attacked, this one or this one, I'll send all of these to those, reinforce them so they're all in one, and they all have just hospital capacity, and the rest of the troops are hidden in the fort or stuck off somewhere or hidden in another account, shielded. Depends on what I need to do, what the event is. But when they're attacked, they get just enough kills to where all of them win the gems, and that's another 990 gems. It depends on the castle level. It's 900 to 1020 or something like that, between 15s and 16s. And those gems, keep me with gems. It doesn't cost me anything. All I do, it's a little bit of time. So I spent enough time in this video. I will touch back on more. But this is, again, my own farm alliances that I build myself. I started off just by a couple castles. I find a location. If you can see how far out I am, it's not as competitive. In over here by the crown, there's a lot of people who are going to be fighting for those higher tiles. Well, those higher tiles, what good are they to a farm? Especially when you're keeping them small and tight and you're keeping a whole lot of them. You don't need big tiles. And the more marches on one tile, the faster that tile gets cleared. So you just stick one account on a, level 4, 480k stone, then it's going to take 15 hours, 20 hours, something like that. You take and stick 5 different accounts all on the same stone, you're still getting that stone, but it's only a couple hours and that's gone. In 12 hours it's resetting again. So it depends on how frequently you can get on. My system is I take and I have level 2 to 3 tiles. They can march a whole level 3. So 1.8 million food or wood, 360k stone, and 180k iron. One march can do that from my farms the way I have them set up. Or I can do 2 level 2s and then half of a level 3. So I can do half of a level 2. So I can do the 1 level 3, 1 level 2, and a little quarter of a level 2, or I can do 2 different level 2s and half of a level 2. Bottom line is, the way I set it up, I never come back to a tile that hasn't been completely eaten up. I think I have a few odds and ends here because we just had an event. But you can see there's a little one there. But most of the time, I just cover them all and I come back and they're completely refreshed and waiting. I can get on once a day. So I don't want to waste time with too many words. I hope that you got an understanding. Again, I'll touch base more as I think it through.